Hi, children. How are you all? Children, have good food, drink plenty of hot water, and take care of your health, children. May God bless you. Children, we straight away move on to the second unit of medieval India and political transition. This day, you are going to learn about the arrival of Turks and the political changes that took place after the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori. Children, now we'll see the arrival of Turks. By defeating the small kingdoms of Rajput kings, Turks built their empire in the subsequent years. The establishment of Turks' rule, whose religion was Islam, was not completely unexpected. Arabs had made failed attempts to capture Sindh region from the beginning of 8th century. Still, Sindh region was always under the constant threat of Turks' attack. Turks belonged to a nomadic tribe of Mongolia, a part of Central Asia, who had accepted Islam religion. Alaptagin, who belonged to this tribe, established his independent state in 963 Common Era in Ghazni region of Afghanistan. The battles between Turks and Rajputs started from his period. So now we'll move on to the Muhammad Ghazni. Ghazni Muhammad ascended the throne after Alaptagin in 999 Common Era. Muhammad Ghazni invaded India 17 times. The famous Somanath temple and the temples of Saurashtra were destroyed during his invasions. Though all the Rajput kingdoms of the western India were battered or injured by these invasions, they failed to face Turks with unity. Muhammad succeeded in his invasions due to the political and military weaknesses of Rajputs. Muhammad invaded 17 times and carried away plenty of amount of gold, ornaments and wealth to Ghazni. Though he did not build an empire in India, his invasions showed the way of future Turk invasions into India. Similarly, the valor of Rajputs, who had become weak with internal rivalries, now we'll move on to the Muhammad Ghori's invasion in India. A Turk dynasty of Shansbani of Ghor region of Afghanistan came to prominence and ended the rule of Ghazni dynasty. Ghazuddin Muhammad Ghor of this dynasty ascended the throne. He sent his younger brother Mujahideen Muhammad to establish Turk rule in India is called as Muhammad Ghori by the historians. He started his first invasion by capturing Multan. He wanted to recapture the places of Sindh that were under the rule of Muhammad Ghazni. He invaded Anilawada of Gujarat and got defeated there. This defeat made Muhammad to change his plan, and he attacked Peshawar and conquered it. Then Khusrau Malik of Lahore surrendered. By keeping Lahore as his capital or center, Muhammad attacked the plains of India. This attack was naturally opposed by the ruler of Delhi, Prithviraj Chauhan III. He defeated, so that means Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in the first battle of Tharain in 1191 Common Era. So after the defeat, Muhammad returned to Ghor and again faced Prithviraj Chauhan III at Tharain in 1192 Common Era. So this is what we call the second battle of Tharain, in which Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan. This time he had made a lot of preparations. In this battle, the archer of Turks succeeded. The quicker cavalry of Turks scattered the Rajput army with the slow moving elephants. Govinda Rao and Bhola, who were instrumental in the Rajput victory during the first Tharain battle, were killed. Prithviraj Chauhan was imprisoned. He continued to rule for a while after his surrender. Muhammad appointed his slaves to take care of the areas won by him in India. But he got murdered on his way back to Ghori. Okay, children. Now we'll see the political changes that took place after the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori in India. The political system consisting of small kingdoms vanished or ended. A centralized rule of Sultan came into existence. The entire northern India came under one rule. The Sultan had the absolute power or the complete power of either appointing or dismissing all officials. The military administration was also clearly unlike the previous one. Soldiers were appointed directly by the sultans. Soldiers remained loyal directly to the sultan himself. With the establishment of the rule of sultans, India got reconnected with the outer world, which had remained cut off from 8th century onwards. Children, hoping that you have understood the Turks' invasion and its impact on Indian political administration, I end this class with an assignment. Take down the question, children. List out the political changes that took place after the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori. Thank you, children, for watching this video.